Hey guys, so I'm here with my friend Ashley Williams, who's in my opinion one of the most underrated grapplers in the world. So we're going to go through some passing concepts he likes to use with the chest over chest principle. This is something I use in the gi a lot, but it's really cool to see how this manifests in no gi as well.
We're going to be working a lot of our stuff from headquarters position. So we're in like the knee cut position with the one knee through and one leg basing. Okay, like I always say with the base and leg, it should be comfortable. People always are too concerned about should it be like far away or very, very narrow. But the more comfortable you are, like as if you were doing a squat or a deadlift, then the more stable you are, you know, so don't overthink it. So basically one of the first things we talk about a lot in our passing system is the ability to use our legs laterally, not linearly. So often when people, if we just go to a normal knee cut pass, so when I come into a knee cut pass position, I'm trying to get my underhook and I want to generate the ability to pass the guard. Even if I manage to get chest to chest and start collapsing on here, then the problem is it comes from the fact that a lot of people now try to drive the knee forward. And if you think that there's only limited amount of space in the actual forward direction. So once you're chest over chest or shoulders to shoulders, your legs actually can't continue to keep going forward because of the length of your body. So if I get chest to chest and I get the connection, my legs now have to start working laterally to complete my pass. So when I go for my knee cut pass, my knee should always be generating outwards from my hip to get into the space. Because if my knee keeps trying to go forward, I'm gonna run out of space fast, and then my body's gonna have to start curling into itself, and I lose all stability. So my pressure reduces. So if I keep my chest open and keep the pressure on, my knee can now start to go out and my hip can go down. So this would be the first kind of tip if I was knee cut passing. If they have a shin shield and I'm pressurizing, I'm putting the good pressure on. One of the first things I always want to do if I get caught in probably the most common position, which is difficult to beat no gi, is to laterally use my knee. So I want to start trying to do this. So I want to start trying to lift my knee so that when I come into my pass, I can start to block this shin shield from coming in straight away. And this is it's such a small detail, but how often do you find yourself in this crushed position, but this knee is still in your way? You know, so if I get to this crushed position, I need to start trying to move my knees laterally like this. See? I want to try to move my knee across to the opposite hip so that I can start getting into the space I need for my pass. And if you notice, it's not about generating too far forward that I start to round my back and lose the pressure my hips can generate. So I'm nice and controlled, and then my knees comes outwards. See, this is all lateral movement. I always say it's very, very, you know, you've got the capabilities at all times to keep your chest flat and for your hips to fully turn. So the ability to move your knees laterally while passing is an underrated tool which a lot of people don't use.